Hey guys, thanks for tuning in this evening to our weekly market update. Today I have Taylor and Karl with me. How are you guys?
Good, thanks.
Good, thanks.
Good. We're all still here after nearly being washed away over the last few days. How's that been, especially for Paul Taylor and the crew in the property management? We had many property management roof leaks and maintenance problems with all of that rain.
We did have a fair few, not a huge percentage, thankfully, but enough to keep us very busy on Friday. I don't know I think mostly we were sorted by Friday afternoon, so not too many over the weekend, thankfully.
Yes, it was very, very wet, wasn't it? So, and how are all the listed properties going? We've had a lot available for 8 weeks or so, or 7 weeks probably now. So have we still got a lot available, or is that reduced a little bit?
Yeah, reduced a bit. We're down to 5.
Okay.
So 5 residential, 2 commercial. So they're still going pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah.
So we've got an exciting one that was new as of Friday.
Yes.
So that's in Ranelagh. So that's an exciting one, newer home and that sort of thing. So showing that one today and on Saturday. So hopefully we'll get a good result for that one. And the rest have been up for maybe a week. So just finalising applications for owners for those ones and showing the last lot of people through those.
Okay, cool. How about sales, Karl? What's been happening? A few less listings floating around over the last couple of weeks compared to what we've had for a while.
I dare say the weather's probably had something to do with it. You've heard us just talking about the flooding. Flooding. By flooding, we just mean we had a lot of water coming out of places that doesn't normally come out of nothing major, but certainly lots of wet grounds and a bit more miserable than it normally is. Looking forward to a little bit more sunshine moving forward. So that has had an effect on some of the listings hitting the market. Having said that, we've got some interesting ones coming up, haven't we?
Yeah, some really exciting properties there. So for everybody who's keen to look, there's some things that have just hit this week and some new ones coming up in the next 7 days that will certainly get a few people interested, I'm sure. So
we've got a couple of fairly large properties, 100 acres in fact each, and they do join up, so they come together if you'd like to, but separate if people don't want 200 plus acres. One is just land and the other one is with a house, and we're talking a proper rural farming property, so not really just a residential hobby farm. We're talking major proper farming with cattle and hay and the like. That's on market now. Look out for that one. We've also got a pretty exciting, very hotly anticipated property that's been very much a lot of people waiting to see that come to market. So really, really excited to see that coming up very soon. And so if you follow on Instagram a property called Life at Little Oak Farm, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, look out for it. It's a pretty exciting Signet hobby farm property.
Yeah, cool. So that's exciting. From an office point of view, we had a quarterly awards on Tuesday for Harcourt's statewide up in Launceston, and property management team had another awesome quarter and had the Excellence Award for the last quarter. So well done to Tay and the team. That was another one. After winning it annually, they're a bit nervous that they hadn't won a monthly one this year yet. But overall had the best excellence for the whole quarter. So that was a great effort, and we're in the top 3 for another overall office excellence one as well. So that's really great effort from our property management team for there. And then we had a few other awards. Our office one in particular that's noteworthy, I guess, was the Harcourt's Foundation Award, which we have won a few times in the past, but mainly for a lot of the work we've been doing with charities in our community. So that is what that one was for. So well done to Sophie, who's organised a lot of that stuff. We had another one last week, so we've got another one coming up next month. So there's a lot of things we're getting involved with. So people watching out there, keep an eye on our Facebook page and stuff, because a lot of the ones that we are doing, sometimes the community involved with all of you guys as well. Sometimes it's just some things that we're doing internally within the office. So there's a bit of a mixture of those coming through, and then we had some really a really good spread of awards across the office generally, with sales and things not quite as high as our last quarter for Karl and I and Jordan and things. It was the record one that we've ever had in the first quarter of the year, but still reasonably solid. So it's really another really good result for the Huon Valley. Well, still pegging well above our where we should.
Next quarter's looking very big. So we've already got quite a few sales under the belt, and just going through the process of under contract and moving towards settlement.
Yep.
And there's quite a few of those. So as much as the quarter before was just a little bit slower, this next one's looking to be absolutely huge.
Yeah. Yes, I guess one of those, I suppose, which is worth noting, which is one that Colby sold, which is off market and is a Huon Valley sales record for residential property by nearly $500,000. So in South Franklin, so that was a pretty big result a fortnight ago. That we nearly put to market. We're a couple of days away from launching, so that's certainly if anyone has properties in that price range themselves and are looking for some comparison information, just reach out to one of us and we can run through that with you. But that one's actually not going to get marketed and go to market now, because it did sell before we hit the market. So that's certainly something.
One of those that really suited the owners to be the case. Obviously, we always suggest it's always best to go to market. That way we can guarantee that we've obviously achieved, and we know that we've achieved then the best result. But sometimes it's not always about the money, despite this was a record for the Huon Valley.
Yes.
Go figure.
So that's, there's a little bit, very few I think we would have sold. Probably that'd be one of maybe two in a year that we've actually sold off market.
That's right,
or out of a couple of hundred. So it's certainly quite a small amount, but still it's one that's going to get a lot of people, a lot of property valuers and banks and people quite interested in things, because it's a sale that's probably outstripped anything at a square metre rate that's ever sold per square metre in the area. So it's something that will have a lot of interest there. So
for sure.
Cool. So we've got some new people joining our team as well over the next week or two. So we will introduce you to them. We'll keep that a bit of a surprise for now. We'll introduce you to them over the next couple of weeks' updates when we're see if we can get them on screen and tell you a bit about them. So cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we will see you on the update next week.